Namaskaram. So the next section is section 32 AD. This section talks about investment allowance. If I have to talk about origin of this section, then you need to know certain aspect. So this section was originally introduced in the form of section 32 AC. Okay. Under section 32 AC, this section was available only to company assessee. Okay, it wasn't available to all assessee. And secondly, this section was available all over India. Okay, whole India assessees were eligible under this section, and the minimum amount of investment that was expected under this section was 100 crore. Okay, so what government of India was asking industry here is this: you invest into plant and machinery, which will be engaged into manufacturing segment. Okay, the corporation which is engaged in a manufacturing segment, you purchase a new plant and machinery worth rupees 100 crore, we will provide you. 100 crore means 100 crore plus, it can be 500 crore, it can be 1000 crore. Minimum amount of investment which was required was more than 100 crore. Now please understand, if you satisfy that criteria, then we will give you investment allowance. So this word first time was introduced in income tax under section 32 AC at the rate of 15% of actual cost. So if your project cost is 1000 crore, then 15% of that is 150 crore available as investment allowance. Now friend, please understand, there is nothing like investment allowance in accounts. Okay, accountant will never pass a journal entry for investment allowance, because this is not an expenditure. This is the extra tax incentive given to encourage industry to come up with latest plant, new technology, which will in turn bring the productivity of the nation, will bring employment to the nation, bring GDP growth to the nation. So this was the objective. After 1 year, this particular section was amended and they reduced the minimum investment amount to 25 crore. Now please understand, when they came up, look at the smartness of the government. When they came up with this particular section, they came up with the idea of 100 crore, so that large corporate took the advantage of investment allowance. Then they reduced the amount to 25 crore and they gave 1 more year time. And here they are capturing or encouraging medium corporations of India. Now after capturing these two organizations, they deleted section 32 AC, which is no more in syllabus. Okay, so they come up with another section called 32 AD in 2015. This section came in 2015. To be very precise, as on 1/4/2015, this section became effective. I call this particular date as the sunrise date of section 32 AD. Now section 32 AD came here along with sunset clause, and sunset clause is 31st March 2020. Okay, which just ended now, and because it is ended on 31st March 2020, it is highly expected in examination, because your examination is the only examination in which question on section 32 AC can come. Future examination, that is AY 21-22 onwards, this question will not be asked, because the section is having last year. This is the last year of this section. Now sunrise clause and sunset clause means this section is ended here. Now you cannot take, this is April 2020. In April 2020, if you come up with new factory, you can't take advantage of this section. Okay, section 32 AD first of all came to all assessee. That means this here you can be a proprietorship form, partnership form, you can be LLP, you can be company as well. Section 32 AD was only for company. Section 32 AC was only for company. Section 32 AD for all assessee. Section 32 AC was for whole over India. Now section 32 AD is only for notified backward areas of specified state. Notified backward areas of specified states, and I hope you remember the list of specified states: West Bengal, Bihar, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh and Telangana was given special status states because they were recently split up and they need time and industrialization to develop. Bihar and West Bengal was the political agenda of current government, because elections were due in 2016. So they wanted to give extra benefit to the state, which will in turn create an employment in the state and they can publicly come up and say, we, because of us, we have brought some benefit to the West Bengal and Bihar. And in fact, you have already seen that BJP has won very good amount of seat in West Bengal and Bihar. So it's not only income tax section, it is overall for the benefit of the state. Whatever it is, be it a political agenda or be it industrial agenda, one thing is for sure, through income tax we can encourage industry to come up with an investment plan, and government is happy to give the incentive to those industry who are bringing that investment and employment in India. So this is one of the best tax planning section or tax concession section, you can say, that you need to understand. This is the first tax concession section that I am teaching you here. See, additional depreciation also was the benefit given to the manufacturing industry. But if I had purchased machinery worth rupees 100 crore, total depreciation which can be taken by the assessee in particular years or the lifetime of the asset is only 100 crore. So there is no add-on benefit. Though you are giving more benefit in the beginning of the year, but because you are reducing that additional depreciation from the block value, you must understand in future I am going to get less depreciation. Investment allowance is not like that. Investment allowance is the pure tax benefit because they are not going to deduct investment allowance from the block of the asset. Though they are computing on the value of asset, this allowance cannot be deducted from the block value of asset. Therefore, this is a pure tax encouragement given to the manufacturing segment. One more point I would like to mention here. Additional depreciation was allowed for manufacturing industry as well as power generation industry. Investment allowance is available only for manufacturing segment and not for any other segment. Okay. So let's have a quick look at this. In order to encourage setting up a industrial undertaking, in backward areas of states of Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Telangana and West Bengal, section 35 AD has been inserted. This section was not there. To provide deduction to an amount equal to 15% of actual cost of new plant and machinery acquired and installed in an assessment year relevant to previous year in which such plant and machinery is installed, if the following conditions are satisfied. First of all, this benefit is given only to those assessors who have commenced the business after 1st April 2015. Secondly, this benefit is available only for those assessors who can install their plant and machinery before 31st March 2020. So this is sunrise clause and this is sunset clause. What is the definition of new plant and machinery? So you should understand, new plant and machinery includes all plant and machinery, but they have given negative list. This negative list are the plant and machinery used outside the factory which do not directly enhance your productivity of the factory. So therefore, any ship and aircraft, this negative list we have already discussed in additional depreciation is a similar one. Any plant and machinery which before installation by the assessee is used either within or outside India, that means imported or domestic second hand machinery, is not eligible. This is the negative machinery. Any plant and machinery installed in office premises of or any residential accommodation including guest house. Office appliances including computers, computer software, so they are also not eligible. Vehicles are not eligible. Plant and machinery whole means minimum 100% of actual cost which is allowed as a deduction, okay, in computing income under the head PGBP. Example I had given you section 35 scientific research or section 35 AD specified businesses. Okay. So this is the summary of the point. These sections are available to any assessee. It has to be set up after 1/4/2015. It has to be set up between 1/4/2015 to 31st March 2020, and it has to be in notified backward areas of specified states, and specified states are West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar and Telangana. Deduction is equal to 15% of actual cost. So these are the minimum point that you are supposed to know. Now section 32 AD is putting lock-in period of 5 years. Why lock-in period of 5 years is required? Because you please understand, in India we are having a lot of cheap assessees. Why do I say cheap assessees? Because for tax evasion they can go to any extent. So what these people used to do, say for example you are having business in Mumbai and you know one person in Andhra Pradesh who are having the similar business line. So what you will do, instead of you purchasing machinery and claiming only depreciation at the rate of 15%, okay, you will ask that person to purchase machinery in Andhra Pradesh, claim depreciation of 15%, investment allowance of 15%, an additional depreciation of 35%. So you can understand that person is going to save a very good amount of tax in the year of asset purchase, and then that person is not going to use the asset for his own factory, that will be shifted to you in Mumbai. So you can understand this is the loophole in the law. Though legally you are allowed to take the deduction, but logically it is not in the objective of the law, and therefore we call it tax avoidance, which was legally possible but not in the objective of the law. What are the objective of the law? To develop, to provide employment, to create industrial development in West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar and Telangana. But here, instead of using the machinery and creating the employment and productivity, Andhra Pradesh dealers, West Bengal dealers, Bihar dealers, they started trading into plant and machinery, which was not an objective of the law. Therefore, they had put lock-in period of 30 under section 32 AD, that is of 5 years from the purchase. Okay. Accordingly, section 32 AD provide that if any new plant and machinery and acquired and installed by the assessee is sold or transferred, except in the case of amalgamation. So in amalgamation it is possible. What happens in amalgamation? A Limited has used this machinery for 3 years. After 3 years, B Limited has taken over the A Limited machinery, and you can understand now the condition of 5 years has to be complied by B Limited for another 2 years, so that total number of years of lock-in period of 5 years can be achieved. So amalgamation is an exception to the clause of transfer within the 5 years from the date of its installation. Okay. So this is what is written here. If you sell, then what will happen? Then whatever deduction you have claimed, that investment allowance, say for example you had purchased machinery for 100 crore, so 15 crore you might have taken as a deduction, that much amount will be added in your income, in your profit in the year of default. Okay. Not only this, you know this, that this area is eligible for 35% additional depreciation. Look at the list of backward areas. You are not supposed to by heart this list of backward area. You are supposed to by heart list of these notified states. If any area comes in examination from this backward area list, you just assume that it is one of the part of backward area. Okay. So in Telangana it is Adilabad, Nizamabad, Karimnagar, Warangal, Medak, Mahabub Nagar, Rangareddy, then Nalgoda, then Kaman. Okay. In West Bengal, South 24, Paraganas, Bankura, Birbaham. Okay, so these are the names. You just go through it. In Bihar, it is Patna, Nalanda, Bhojpur, Rohtas. So these are the Gaya, some names of, you can see a lot of areas from Bihar is covered here. Andhra Pradesh, Anandpur, Chittor, Kudappa. So these are the some areas from Andhra Pradesh. Look at one illustration, one question here. Mr. X set up a manufacturing unit in Warangal in the state of Telangana as on 1/6/2019. See, 1/6/2019 falls within the sunrise and sunset bracket. It invested 30 crore in new plant and machinery as on 1/6/2019. Further, he invested 25 crore in the plant and machinery as on 1st November 2019. Now you can understand here, first investment has happened in the first year of the commencement, and the second investment has happened in the second half of the year. Now please understand, you have learned depreciation very well. So what will happen here for the first half of the year? Okay, what will happen? You will get depreciation at the rate of 15%. Okay, you will get additional depreciation at the rate of 35% because you are in West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Bihar. Also, you will get investment allowance at the rate of 15%. Now, friends, whenever you install machinery in the second half of the year, okay, that means for less than 180 days, so depreciation which is available for 15% will be available only at 7.5%, that is half depreciation. Additional depreciation will be available to the extent of 17.5%. But investment allowance will be available full 15% because the less than 180 days criteria is not written in investment allowance, it is written in depreciation section, and therefore you need to keep this in mind. Investment allowance will be available even though you have installed and put to use machinery for less than 180 days in the previous year. Look at the smartness of the question. The second investment, out of which 5 crore is a second hand plant and machinery. Now second hand plant and machinery, again I am telling you, is eligible for depreciation but not eligible for investment allowance as well as additional depreciation. And the smartness of the question is in this: compute the allowable depreciation under section 32, and here they are not ending the question. Is Mr. X entitled for any other benefit in respect of such investment? So question is not directly asking you to compute investment allowance. Please understand, they are asking you to think whether he is eligible for any other benefit under any other section of income tax. Now please remember, whenever institute is asking this kind of question, obviously there has to be answer, there has to be yes answer, because there will be some provisions under which you are going to get additional benefit apart from depreciation, and they are also asking if yes, then what will be that benefit. So they are indirectly asking question on section 32 AD. So how will you compute? So first investment was of 30 crore, second investment was of 25 crore, so total investment 55 crore. On first 30 crore you will compute depreciation whole 15%, 4.5 crore. On second 25 crore you will compute depreciation at the rate of 7.5%, half depreciation, and additional depreciation on the first half you will get 10.5, first 30 crore whole 35%. Second half you will get additional depreciation, but additional depreciation will be available only on 20 crore, not on 25 crore, because 5 crore is the second hand plant and machinery. Good. Now this 3.5 crore which you have claimed in the current year is the half additional depreciation. You need to also write a note that balance half 3.5 crore will be available in the AY 21-22. This is what they have done. Okay. So this 20.375 crore is your depreciation. Now section 32 AD benefit is 7.5 crore. Okay. So computation of this was not difficult, but look at the notes. Notes are forming very important aspect of this type of question. As per the second proviso to section 32 subsection 1 clause 2, where asset is acquired during the previous year and put to use for less than 180 days in the previous year, the amount of deduction allowable as a normal depreciation and additional depreciation would be restricted to 50% of amount computed in accordance with prescribed percentage. So this paragraph is not required, only that paragraph is required. The balance additional depreciation of 3.5 crore being 50% of 7.7 crore would be allowed as a deduction in AY 21-22. This is important note. As per section 32 subsection 1 clause 2A, which talks about additional depreciation, is allowable in the case of any new machinery and plant acquired and installed after 31st March 2005 by an assessee engaged in a business of manufacture or production of any article or thing. In this case, since new plant and machinery acquired was installed by manufacturing unit set up in the notified backward areas of specified state of Telangana, the rate of additional depreciation is 35% instead of 20% of actual cost of plant and machinery. Okay, since plant and machinery of 20 crore was put to use for less than 180 days, additional depreciation is restricted to 17.5. However, additional depreciation shall not be allowed in respect of second hand plant and machinery of 5 crore. Likewise, benefit of investment allowance of section 32 AD is also not allowed on second hand plant and machinery. So this is section 32 AD for you guys. Please remember, lock-in period of 5 years is from date of installation for the multiple choice question. Let's have quick revision of section 32 AD. Investment allowance. In case of plant and machinery, investment allowance at the rate of 15% of actual cost is allowed if following conditions are satisfied. Condition number 1, assessee should be engaged in a manufacturing industry and only manufacturing. Assets should be new plant and machinery, meaning thereby building, furniture, intangible assets are not eligible. Plant and machinery are eligible for investment allowance, but excluding means negative machinery, okay, excluding road transport vehicle, aircraft and vessel, any equipment in office and guest house, already used plant and machinery plus your office equipment, that is computer. Okay, plant and machinery on which entire deduction is allowed under any other provision of income tax, that is section 35 or 35 AD kind of sections. Such new plant and machinery should be acquired and installed between 1/4/2015 to 31st March 2020. This is sunrise and sunset clause. Deduction under 32 AD is available to all type of assessee. It's not like earlier section which was available only for company. Manufacturing plant shall be set up in the notified backward areas of specified states of Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Telangana. And Biha, lock-in period is 5 years from the date of installation. Withdrawal of deduction, if new plant and machinery is sold or transferred within 5 years, then deduction allowed on asset shall be withdrawn, that is the retaxation. Just you have to add back that number in your profit. Exception is amalgamation. On amalgamation it is not applicable. An investment allowance is different from the depreciation, therefore do not deduct it from WDV. So this is a student note. One of the expected mistake in examination, never deduct investment allowance from your block value. This is not a depreciation, this is the investment allowance. Okay friends. So again, if you are having any concern and any suggestion of improvement, feel free to share with us in the comment box. Thanks a lot.